reflection of differences between China and the West in the epidemic situation. 3 years old, know the old, the influence of behavior inertia on the Chinese and Western anti-epidemic mode. The world is now in a post-epidemic era. This is a major issue that has not only been discussed by people in the past and in the coming years, but also carried out by various countries in their own governance practices and had an impact on the future trend of the international political pattern. In early 2020, COVID-19 broke out in Wuhan, the central region of China. The emergence of this new virus is inevitable in the history of human survival. Everywhere where a global outbreak occurs, isolation and prevention are therefore the most commonly used methods in the face of new viruses. In the process of epidemic prevention, we can see the cultural differences between China and the West, which is reflected in several aspects. First, differences between Chinese and Western cultures. Chinese traditional culture is dominated by Confucian culture. In Chinese culture, life is the most important. Therefore, in the epidemic, anyone is afraid of danger. The prevention of the virus may not need the government's propaganda at all. However, Westerners believe in Christianity, in which death is an inevitable thing. They pay more attention to their spiritual world and enjoy the present in the epidemic situation. Whether it is the banner that the government puts up anywhere or the people voluntarily stop visiting relatives and friends, it shows how much the country and the people attach importance to the epidemic. Second, the differences between Chinese and Western cultures in the concept of freedom reflected in the epidemic. After more than 2,000 years of feudal monarchy in China and their men were several in present, China has advocated equality and freedom for all. However, how could the traditional idea inherited from ancient times be completely eliminated? People did not attach so much importance to the idea of freedom. Western countries had advocated individual liberation since the Renaissance. In this cultural context, Chinese people take it for granted that they sacrifice their freedom to protect their lives. Westerners, on the other hand, think it's their freedom to go where they want and do what they want, even during an epidemic. This is not to say that one culture is better. It is the influence of thousands of years. It is the effect of values. There are both good and bad aspects in the face of different things. Of course, this difference is essential and reflects in the cultural diversity.